since Jesus was, for a short time on the cross. As per Luke 23:44-46 Gospel, 3 hours, could not have died, in such a short time. His legs were also not broken, whereas the two thieves' legs were broken. The moment the legs cannot support the body weight, the person suffocates and dies. In Iran, crucifixion is still used as a punishment for serious crimes. But if a crucified person were to survive 3 days of crucifixion, that person would be allowed to live. What is 72 hours compared to 3 hours? The disciples wanted to take Jesus' body down from the cross immediately. But the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate, was doubtful. Mark 15:44 Pilate was surprised to hear that he was already dead. Summoning the centurion, he asked him if Jesus had already died. Pilate was reassured by the centurion that Jesus was dead, but this was the same centurion who earlier had said, Mark 15:39 And when the centurion, who stood facing him, saw that in this way he breathed his last, he said, Truly this man was the Son of God. The earliest version of the Gospel Mark, there were no resurrection appearances at all. The Gospel simply ends with the discovery of an empty tomb. 12 verses, which do contain resurrection stories, were added 200 years later. The King James Bible admits by a footnote that these 12 verses are not part of the original text. If the Church can make such changes, then who can believe the miracles performed by Jesus? There is still one old version of the New Testament preserved today, dating back to the mid-4th century. This old manuscript is named Codex Sinaiticus. A digital copy is exhibited at the British Library, London. It is there for everyone to see that there is no resurrection story. You can also buy Codex Sinaiticus from Amazon. The original Codex Sinaiticus was written on the skin of donkeys. It was discovered in 1918 in St. Catherine's Monastery, Sinai. Mark, the interpreter of Peter, some say he was Peter's son, was the first gospel. The others were written 20 to 25 years later. Whatever is in Mark's gospel is a true factual experience of Jesus Christ. The others have only copied Mark, and in some cases an entire paragraph, word to word.